everyone, it's Jillian and welcome to today's super fun video. So today I'm going to be giving some slime a much needed makeover. I love creating these videos so much because I love the challenge of taking an old and sometimes ugly slime and transforming it into something new and amazing. So I'm actually going to be using two slimes today to create my final epic slime. So I wanted to create a layered unicorn cake inspired slime. That was the vision that I had. So I decided to use these two slimes, which I didn't really like and thought needed a makeover. So this first slime here, you probably recognize from the video where I reviewed a slime mystery box. This was included in the mystery box and it was a unicorn birthday cake slime, but I felt like it wasn't very unicorn inspired, so I decided it would be perfect for today's makeover. So the first thing I did was pick out as many of the chunks, I guess, that were in there. There were some foam Java pieces and also some shredded foam pieces, so I tried to pick out as much as I could. Now this slime is still quite activated because I only recently reviewed it and I knew that I needed to deactivate it just so that it would be easier to make over. So I added some glycerin and started mixing it and watched it melt before my eyes. And here you can see that this slime still has quite a bit of texture from that shredded foam, and there's also a few sprinkles, but I just decided to leave it as it was because there was no way I could get rid of all of it. And then I just added a few different scents until I was happy with how sweet and unicorn inspired it was smelling. It did originally have a scent, but it was so subtle that I felt like it needed to be amped up a little bit. Then I split the slime into two separate bowls, and the first bowl I decided to make a bright pink, so I just added some pink food coloring and mixed this all together until I was happy with the color. Next, going in with some lotion, I decided to add quite a bit of this just to make it as silky and soft as possible. Then I just went in with my pre-made activator and started activating this slowly. Now because this had glycerin in it, it did take a little bit to reactivate, but it did get there in the end and it was nice and stretchy. Now because this slime had such a strange and unusual texture from that shredded foam that I couldn't remove, I decided to conceal that by changing it into a micro foam. So I just took a bunch of micro foam beads, and this was actually from one of those neck pillows, and I just cut it open and took out all the microfloam pieces. So here I am just mixing it in, and I love seeing how slime just grows in size when you transform it into a foam. So I just kept adding it until I felt like it couldn't hold anymore. Now moving on to the other bowl of slime, I decided to make this a blue butter slime. So like I said in the beginning, I was going for a layered slime look, so I wanted a few different textures of slime and a few different colors. So this one I just tinted blue, and again it's got that strange texture, but I decided to just go with it and made the slime a little bit more interesting and gave it some character. Then I added some sparkly blue glitter because this is a unicorn inspired slime and we hadn't had any glitter yet. So I just added some super fine glitter and mixed it in, and then I also added a little bit of conditioner. Next, going in with the activator, I just reactivated the slime until I was happy with it. Now to transform this into a butter slime, I just added half a packet of soft Daiso clay and mixed this all in until it was a super soft and spreadable butter slime. Moving on, I needed another slime for this makeover. So here I'm taking this old one I had from Peachy Babies, and this was originally a two-toned and duo textured slime. I think it kind of had an icy clear slime vibe to it. I'm not sure what it originally was like, but I decided to just try and make it into something new. So first I tinted it purple because I wanted it to be a brighter unicorn purple, and I just mixed pink and blue together until I got the perfect purple shade. Now originally I wasn't going to deactivate it, but I felt like it was just too difficult to mix and to work all the products in, so I did add a little bit of glycerin. Then going in with a few pumps of lotion just to make it nice and soft. Now it was a little bit too bright and I did want a more pastel purple, so I decided to add some shaving foam just to make it a little bit lighter in color, and as you can see it totally worked. Then going in with a scent, I found this one on Scented Slime by Amy's website, and it's called Love Spell, and it was so incredible. Then I just went ahead and started to reactivate the slime, and this one was really interesting. It stayed so soft. It wasn't necessarily sticky, it was just really hard to hold on to. I had so many issues with this slime, and you're going to see what I mean, but at the moment I'm just reactivating it. I wanted one of the layers in this slime to be super crunchy and textured, so I decided to add some sugar beads and some purple sprinkles, and then I just started mixing these into the slime. Now at this point I realized that I had made a terrible mistake by adding those sugar beads. It was just dropping all of them and wouldn't hold on to any of them. So what I decided to do was to basically remove as many of them as I could. So here I'm just stretching the slime over and over again, so it kept dropping the sugar beads. As you can see, it was just so easy to get the sugar beads out. They went everywhere and I spent the next 20 minutes vacuuming them all up. They are all over my room. It was quite frustrating. Everything about this slime makeover was just so annoying. I even dropped the slime on my pants, which I never do, but it was just so soft that I couldn't hold on to it. So this slime was just giving me so many issues, but I persevered, and here we have the slime now. As you can see, there's still a few sugar beads left in here, but I couldn't get them out, so now I just decided this needs to be more unicorn. So I thought that it would actually hold on to these iridescent flakes, and I was right, and it kind of looked like unicorn skin poking through. So I don't know, I'm not very happy with this slime makeover, but I felt like there wasn't much I could do with it, so I'm happy with the iridescent flakes. Moving on, it was time to assemble the final slime. I had no idea if this was going to look anything like what I had pictured, but I just decided to go for it. So I started layering the slime, starting with that purple slime, then I went with some pastel unicorn foam beads because I love that effect. Then I went with the blue butter slime, finishing it off with the pink microfloam. Now this did need a little bit of extra slime that didn't get a makeover, but I just couldn't help myself, so I added some soft white butter slime to look like the icing. Then I just went in with a bunch of unicorn themed sprinkles. I think I used 4 different types in total. Totally extra, but it just was so beautiful. And then I finished it off with this little unicorn cake inspired charm. So here are the slimes before. Both of them I feel like are very sad looking and very plain and boring. And then here is the slime after the makeover. I'm like 80% happy with this slime. It didn't turn out exactly how I pictured, but I'm starting to accept the fact that these slime makeovers never turn out how I think they're going to, and to just go with it. But I am really happy with the actual look of the slime with the layered effect. I definitely want to make a more extreme unicorn cake inspired slime, but this will do for now. And I loved all the sprinkles on top, and also when I mixed it together it kind of reminded me of a unicorn galaxy. I'm not sure why, but I think it looked really awesome. let me know in the comments below what you thought of today's slime makeover. It was a little bit frustrating and I wanted to give up a few times, but I'm glad I stuck with it and was so happy with the end result. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!